doing this dance because I know what they're going to sing. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Totally PC. We've got a fantastic show for you this evening. We're going all over the country with music from all over the country, but we start here in Cavan with, ladies and gentlemen, the Carmichaels. Let's hear it!
Oh, the wind whistles down the cold dark street tonight, and the people, they were dancing to the music vibe, and the boys chase the girls with the curls in their hair while they shout to many, see way over there, and the songs, they get louder, each one better than before. And you're singing the songs, thinking this is the life, and you wake up in the morning and your head feels twice the size. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? And you're singing the songs, thinking this is the life, and you wake up in the morning and your head feels twice the size. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? Where you gonna sleep tonight? Well, you're heading down the road in a taxi for four, and you're waiting outside Jimmy's front door, but nobody's in, nobody's home till 4. Well, you're sitting down there with nothing to do, talking about Robert Ragged and his motley crew, and where you gonna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? And you're singing the songs, thinking this is the life, and you wake up in the morning and your head is twice the size. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? And you're singing the songs, thinking this is the life, and you wake up in the morning and your head is twice the size. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? Where you gonna sleep tonight? And you're singing the songs, thinking this is the life, and you wake up in the morning and your head is twice the size. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? And you're singing the songs, thinking this is the life, and you wake up in the morning and your head is twice the size. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? And you're singing the songs, thinking this is the life, and you wake up in the morning and your head is twice the size. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? And you're singing the songs, thinking this is the life, and you wake up in the morning and your head is twice the size. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go, where you gonna sleep tonight? Where you gonna sleep tonight? There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sold my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's all a drunk. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done, and spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I've one foot on the platform, the they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. They're from Cavan and they are the Carmichaels. So are you still known as Harmony or Rapid? Harmony. And we've got to get them on the road again because they have to stop that. Got to get them on the road again. Right, we'll be back with more music right after this. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and to Harmony. Audio
Great, man.
Of course, you know that talent like that only can come from Cavan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for the Carmichael sisters.
Yep. Oh, Cavan.
And now we go from Cavan over to Dundalk. We're going to Dundalk a couple of times this evening.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we are. Yeah.
But this is our first visit this evening, and we welcome Finnian Kellegher, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause to Finnian.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Finnian is a singer-songwriter from Dundalk. But you tell us the story of Finnian Kellegher. What's the story?
Yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter from Dundalk, as you said, and yeah, I've been gigging in Dundalk and here, there, and everywhere, and all over Ireland for the last few years. I love it. I love playing music. I love writing music. I love everything about it.
How did this start for you? Like,
I suppose my family, on my mum's side of my family, there's a very musical side to that. You know, I've got a few uncles that are singers, and
you better mention them because they're going to be watching this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I better. My uncle Jared and well, sadly, my uncle Brendan passed away a few years ago, but he was a brilliant drummer. I've got cousins my cousin James is a great guitar player, and so my mum is a lovely singer. It's in the family.
What's your mom's name?
Lorena, if she's watching.
Lorena.
Yeah.
What do you mean if she's watching? She's going to be glued to it.
She better be, yeah.
She's going to be saying, "What are you wearing that jumper for?"
Why didn't I iron that jumper?
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah.
So she's a big influence for you.
Well, no. Well, I mean, it's. I suppose it's in the family. It's in the family, yeah. And then my dad as well had a great taste in music growing up, you know. So, and my older brother and older sister were always listening to different types of music, from The Cure from hip hop, like to The Cure to Pearl Jam to all these different things. And then Dad was listening to Fleetwood Mac, and so there was a real broad range of music in the house growing up. So,
and were you singing in the house? Were you all singing together? And
No, definitely not. No, it was later on where I kind of really started to write my own music, sort of in my early 20s. I started, which I'm not far off now, by the way, just for the record. But I started sort of taking a guitar and a little bit of piano and just started writing my own.
What were you listening to at the time? Like, what clicked for you when you were listening to something? You say, "Oh God, I can do that."
Well, one album in particular was Eddie Vedder's Into the Wild album, which is for Sean Penn did a film called Into the Wild, which it's a beautiful film and real atmospheric music that was made for it by Eddie Vedder. And that album in particular was something that really, really struck me. And I was a big fan of Eddie Vedder before that with his stuff with Pearl Jam, but this was very acoustic and folky and rootsy. And
yeah.
It had something strong that for me was just like, wow, I love that, and I'd love to try and do something like that. You know what I mean?
So our Finian's in the bedroom and he says, "Right, I'm going to try this and have a bit of a sing here."
Yeah. Even though I've been singing and wrecking everybody's head for years before that.
Have you been in bands and stuff like that?
No. Just I started out just acoustically, just on my own. I played with a couple of guys from Dundalk called the McCollum brothers, Shane and Roddy McCollum, good friends of mine. And I started out with them. My cousin James, who I mentioned earlier on, was playing with them at the time, and they kind of took me under their wings and showed me what they could, and were very, very generous to me and very, very helpful to me when I was starting out. So playing with them was a regular thing that we used to do, and then started branching off kind of on my own and doing gigs and support gigs. And
you've done a lot of support in the Spirit Store.
Oh yeah, in the Spirit Store, yeah, I've done a lot of support gigs there, and I was lucky enough last year, moving on a bit from where I was talking about there, but I got a big break with the High Kings. You know the High Kings? So I did the national tour with them. So I did 10.
Oh, you did the whole tour, like?
I did 10 or 11 of the major shows with them. So which was great with my guitar player and friend Paul Sherry. The two of us did it.
Was that daunting, Finnian?
Yeah, the first few gigs were were serious.
That's big stuff.
Yeah, it was a big leap. Definitely, it was a big leap. You know, we played Cork Opera House and we played Limerick University Hall as well. We played a lot of big venues, sold out venues.
How'd you get that gig now? Because a lot of people be watching saying, "God, yes, he is." It takes a lot of knocking
just
on
snuck
doors.
just snuck in backstage, man. Just jumped on. No, I was sending stuff like a lot of singer-songwriters and bands all over the country doing. You're constantly plugging your stuff and emailing here, there, and everywhere. And I was lucky enough to get a response from Liffey Records and Sony, and they asked me to do the tour with them, and that was great. So it was brilliant. It was
Sony got on board with you.
It was Liffey Records, I'm nearly sure who the High Kings are signed with. So that was basically who got Paddy McPoland was the manager. He was the guy that got in contact with me. So would you like to do the support for this? And of course I said yeah, and it was brilliant. Even though their music is very different to mine, it was still a huge audience to play in front of.
But you've got to get out there, haven't you?
Yeah, you got it.
And it's hard enough being an artist as such.
Yeah.
And then trying to get gigs.
Yeah, this is it. This is the struggle, I suppose. I mean, it's not a struggle. We love doing it, you know, and it's a labour of love, definitely for most of us. You know, you have to be willing to put the work in, gig here, there, and everywhere. But at the same time, now in recent years, you're realising that you can be a little bit more selective with your gigs too. You know, so at the start, you're just
doing everything.
You're doing everything. You're trying to get as many gigs in. You're trying to get as much experience under your belt as you can. But now I kind of more selective with the gigs.
When you get to realise where you'd be suited. And
yeah, that's
like
it.
That.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
So what's the plan now for 2015?
Well, I just finished recording my second EP, so that's just been mixed and mastered and it's ready to go.
Your second EP?
My second EP.
Tell us about the first one.
Okay, the first, the first EP was called Victims of Culture. I had 5 tracks in it. I recorded it in 2 different places, in Windmill Lane in Dublin, which was a great experience to record there. A good friend of mine, Ronnie Morgan, who I have to give a shout out to.
You must have loads of friends.
I like to pretend I do, but I don't really, because there's no one here for me tonight, so you know,
I know you're among friends here.
No, I'm only joking. No, well, thanks very much for all you as well. Yeah, coming up, supporting. There's the towner here represented tonight, so it's great. But Ronnie was working in Windmill Lane at the time, so I got to record the first 3 tracks of that EP there, and then another 2 tracks of that first EP in Yellow Rock Studios in Newry with Collie Moore. So two different studios, 2 different sounds.
Windmill Lane's gone now, isn't it?
I think it's a college now. I think they're using it as a college, and they still use it for some recordings. But hell of a place.
So it was the first EP, all original stuff?
All original stuff, yeah. 5 tracks.
Brilliant.
5 tracks.
And that went really good for you, didn't it, though?
It did. I mean, I just before we had finished it recording a few months before the High Kings tour, and then literally when I got the word on the High Kings tour, I rushed to get the pressing done and get all the CDs done and have them for the tour.
Are you doing all this on your own?
Yeah, this is all on my own. Yeah.
So you've no management as such. You are your manager.
Yeah,
so anyone.
Yeah. Just me, myself, and Irene, just doing it. Yeah. So, I mean, it's something that I would look towards this year, is to try and get some representation of some kind to really push things on. You know.
And take that pressure off.
Yeah.
You don't need that. The pressure for you should be the songwriting and the performing and stuff like that.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice to just be focusing on your craft, on writing songs and gigging. You know, but.
Well, again, if anyone's watching, you can ask them there to get in contact with you. Are you Facebook and all that? Yeah.
I'm on Facebook, FinnianMusic.com, Twitter, all the different mediums that you can use these days. I'm on all of them, just under Finnian, so it's just FINNIAN, and that's what I go under. So
anybody that's watching can find you on Facebook.
Yeah,
Facebook,
SoundCloud, the iTunes, on Spotify. So all the different mediums as well. You can listen to the first EP on. The second EP hasn't been released just yet, but it will be soon.
Not only a great singer and songwriter, you have great management skills as well.
Anyone's
watching will be saying, Jesus, he's great now.
I don't know, it's just the work you have to put in, I suppose, you know, it's what you have to do. So I've been just doing it as much as I can, going along and trying to get busier, trying to get gigs and trying to get more support gigs. And I think that's the thing I'm looking for now, is another nice support gig with a band to try and get some new audiences and stuff. And that's the plan. I was lucky as well. Over this year, Grania Duffy, who's a really good friend of mine. She's a Monaghan girl. She's a brilliant blues.
Yeah,
you know Grania.
Yeah, soon, yeah.
Yeah, she's a gem. She was really good to me as well. She gave me loads of support gigs with her all over the north, in Belfast and then Patrick, and lovely theatre gigs as well. Really intimate gigs. So that was a really big boost as well to get the gigs with her.
It's
too,
big
so.
at the moment, the singer-songwriter thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, it is. Yeah, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us out there. Yeah, it's nice. I love doing gigs on my own, just solo acoustic, and I like doing a two-piece. I do a two-piece with Paul Sherry, who I mentioned earlier on. He plays with Gráinne Duffy as well. He's a good friend of mine and an amazing guitar player and musician. And we do a two-piece together. I do another two-piece with my cousin James as well. So I'm kind of bouncing around here. Yeah,
what's the other one?
I don't know where the loyalties lie here, you know. But no, it's and then I have a band as well too. So depending on the gig, you know, where we're gigging and
you have a band as well.
Band as well, yeah. I've got a drummer and a bass player too. That you know.
You better mention them as well.
I have to mention Ronnie Morgan, who I mentioned already, and Paul McCabe. So yeah, great. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to have genuinely really good musicians around me, which really, you know, they're not afraid to tell me when I'm doing something wrong and to pick it up or you know.
Don't
so
worry, I've played with them myself.
Yeah, you got to have that, you know. So it's grounding and it's good to have the boys having your back as well. So yeah, so it's good.
Brilliant stuff. Well, best luck for this year. Thanks a million for coming on.
No, thank you very much for having me, Paul.
And once again, if you want to contact Finnian, I'll let you do the intros there.
You can get me on Facebook, just Finnian, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. You can download my first EP on iTunes. The second EP is coming out in July, so hopefully July. So
have you a name for it?
I have a name. I'm working on a name at the minute. I have a name. I'm not going to announce the title of the EP just yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to run with that. But so I won't say it for that one. But the first one's called Victims of Culture. It's there. It's ready to go. And yeah, hopefully some people get out there.
Just Finnian. That's Facebook.
Just Finnian. That's Facebook.
That was it. Just Finnian. Is the word just Finnian?
My name is
just your name.
Yeah,
Finnian.
My name is Finnian Kellegher. But
right.
I went for. I was battling with names for a few years of which name to run with. So
because I have saying in my ear that somebody's going to look for just Finnian, and right? Just.
Oh
Finnian.
yeah, no, Finnian.
Just the one word.
One word.
Now listen. Right, we're going to take a break, Finnian. Right.
Okay.
But when we come back, we're going to have loads of music from Finnian. He's going to do a couple of songs for us and a great guest, a great talker too. Ladies and gentlemen, Finnian Kellegher.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Right, we'll be back right after this.
I saw her face and I let it all go, and I tried to stop my heart, but it was out of control. From the look of her eyes to the sound of her words, I was screaming so loud, but I remained unheard. But now a lonely heart, it ain't hard to find. But you and me, baby, we're different, we're one of a kind. So stay, lady, stay. Lay, lady, lie. And get used to me, baby, I ain't saying goodbye. Well, I found it hard to break that mold that was set for me when I was 1 day old. But when I opened my eyes and watched time go by, I realize I'm not in control, just along for the ride. So if I call your name and it feels alright, do me a favor now, baby, and stay for more than just one night. Stay, lady, stay. Lay, lady, lie. And get used to me, baby, I ain't saying goodbye. Stay, lady, stay. stay. Lady light, and get used to me, baby. I ain't saying goodbye. Stay, lady, stay. Lady light, and get used to me, baby. I ain't saying goodbye. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hello, folks. My name is Finnian. Delighted to be here on Cabin TV, and thanks very much for having me, folks. Thank you. That song was called Stay. It's from my forthcoming EP, my second EP, and it's a nice chill out song. I'm gonna play a more upbeat song for you, and this song is called My. And again, thanks for having me. Great. Long hair, short dress, that face, she's blessed. My way, her way, do what it takes to make her stay. My mind, my mind, my mind, my 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 mind, my mind, my. I was all beat up, headed for the city. Met me a girl that gave me pity for my bad news. Hard blues, clocked up the miles on these worn out shoes. My mind, my mind, my mind, my 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 mind, my spirit's taking over. I'm far from sober. One look at her body, draw the blood from my shoulders. Heels are in motion. I'm a roller coaster. She gave me a smoke to stop my words choking. My mind, my mind, my mind, my 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 mind, my mind, my mind, my 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 my. Lights turning on, doors open wide. Finish that drink, there's a taxi outside. So we departed, not knowing what we started. The streets were alive on the way to her apartment. My mind, my mind, my mind, my 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 mind, my mind, my mind, my 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 mind, my mind, my 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 Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Cabin TV. See you again. Thank you.
Very welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to stay in Dundalk now because we have the gorgeous Tara Murphy Say your whole name.
Tara Murphy Johnson.
That is so rock and roll.
Thank you.
It's absolutely brilliant. Wasn't Finnian good?
Yeah, he was amazing.
Yeah,
So good.
he's from Dundalk as well. But before we go any further, we'd just like to say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tara Murphy. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, I thought we were in heaven there for a minute. That was class. Happy birthday. Do it again. Just do that last bit again. That's shoes. Go on. Happy. Don't tell me you don't know the words. That sounds like one voice. And it sounded like 4 voices before. But it is, in fact, Tara's birthday. And we're going to have a few songs from Tara in a few moments. But first, she's going to tell us all about how somebody who is... Are we allowed to say how old you are now?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
How old are you now?
Well, I'm 17.
Oh my God, and it's somebody who's 17 likes The Clash. She's got a Strokes t-shirt on. She's into all sorts of rock and roll. She's in love with the Stripes, and we're going to arrange a special happy birthday from the Stripes to her.
Oh my God.
Right? So that's in... I'm not supposed to tell you that, but that's going to happen anyway. Right, so, and how does this happen nowadays, that young people are into this cool music?
Well, I suppose I was just kind of reared upon it. Like, there's thousands upon thousands of CDs in my house, and they're all of like punk and rock and roll and all that. And I've been listening to it since I was a child. Like, my parents always have either The Clash or something on. They always have something on. And we even remember, like, when we were going to Kerry for holidays or whatever, like, you'd have Ian Brown playing in the car and all. It's just, music is such a big part of my life. Like, there's a big musical side to my dad's family, and his dad was in a band as well, and my dad was in a band, and he toured a lot over Ireland and kind of like made it.
It's just been there all the time.
Yeah, it has.
And for the people at home that can't see the audience and what's over there, but Mum and Dad are here, and they're the most rock and roll parents you've ever met in your life.
But they're okay, guys.
They've got creepers on. They've got.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't think so much of them a few years ago, but then it started like coming into fashion, and I was like, right, I'll let her wear them.
Well, you know, I think the letdown could have been when they went to your communion dressed as goths. Now that could have been too far. Now that was a bit too crazy.
Yeah, I know. They're not into all the white. It's black again. Same with myself.
And so you love all this stuff now. What do you listen to, Tara?
I listen to a lot of Elvis Costello, and I listened to a lot of the Stripes, and I went to their gig on the 1st of March in Dundalk. They came to my hometown, and as soon as they left the gig, I was like, this is like the kind of music that I want to get into. This is what I want to listen to. So I started going back to what they were doing covers of and listening to who they were influenced by, and like all the stuff, like, and even the Specials and the Police and all that's just, I love all that kind of music.
And going back all the time.
Yeah, going back and to who, like, the people who influenced the people that I listened to, who they were influenced by and everything. And I got to, like, the Beatles and all. Like, I love the Beatles.
And what do your friends think of this now? They're all Taylor Swift and what?
Yeah.
And what's that other what's that other music?
Like One Direction and things like that. No, having none of it.
You've none of that? But
no.
But what do your friends think of you listening to all this other stuff?
Well, I have a group of friends, like, they would listen to, like, the same kind of music as myself, but a few of my close friends just know, like, they won't listen to what I listen to.
Yeah.
They're having none of it, like,
which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, they have their own thing.
I don't have to listen to One Direction, though, that's fine.
So what is on your iPod? When you're listening now, were you coming over from Dundalk and you said to Dad, put on that CD there, what one there?
My iPod broke recently, so I didn't have my iPod with me, so I had my phone, and I had lots of Elvis Costello on there, and I had, what else was I listening? I was listening to the Killers and the Smiths as well, and things. And,
Smiths, nice cheery music.
Yeah.
But the Smiths is good, the melodies and the words are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, and I was also, what else was I listening to? Oh, Catfish and the Bottlemen. I love Catfish and the Bottlemen.
Oh, another new band, yeah.
Yeah, they're, I think, from Wales, I think.
Yeah, they're the big name at the moment now, aren't they?
Yeah, I love their music. I don't know, there's just something about it that intrigues me, and I like to listen to it.
And what's the plan? You write your own songs as well?
Yeah, well, I kind of got into that after I was doing covers for a while. Like, when I was younger, I didn't really play guitar. I only took up the guitar like a few months ago. And before that, I was just doing singing competitions in like talent shows like around Dundalk and things for my school, like representing my school. But then I didn't do anything for a few years because I was just kind of, I don't know, I kind of went into a wee shell. I was too shy. I didn't want to do it, and I kind of lost the motivation. And then I got it recently. It's just come back, and I'm just like, this is what I want to do. It's what I want to pursue. I want to pursue a career in music, but I have to finish school first, according to my parents.
Well, school always gets in the way anyway. Oh, we'll have a word with them about that now, a bit later on.
Yeah.
But if a big tour came up, they'd say, oh, we're going with you.
Oh, yeah. They'd be like, right, well, we're sorted then. No exams.
No, never mind the school then. But what are you going to start a band, or are you going to...
I'd love to be in a band. It's just, it's kind of hard to find. It's kind of hard to find some people that want to be in a band. Not with me personally, but like around Dundalk, because most teenagers these days, they're not really in bands, and the music they listen to is different. So it's hard to find some people. And then when you find like a group of my friends are already in separate bands, so like. And it's kind of hard to juggle two at the one time.
And you all go to the gigs? Do you go and watch each other and stuff like that?
Yeah, they're, I think during the summer, I'm going to get like me and a few of other solo acts around, do a gig maybe in Spirit Store or something, or try and get out there.
There is a lot of good young talent over in Dundalk though, isn't there?
There is. And there's, I think it keeps getting better and better. Like
You're lost on it now.
Yeah, I'm lost.
No, she's going to take up the drums now. That would be a disaster now.
I did used to play the drums, actually.
No, don't be saying that. What?
I did. I have a drum kit in my garage. I was going to go back to drum lessons or teach myself how to play the drums during the summer.
So she's gorgeous, writes her own songs, and now she's a bloody drummer. What's the story there? That's incredible. But one of the songs you're going to do for us later on now is one of your own songs.
Yeah. I started kind of writing my own songs maybe like last month or whatever. It just came to me. Me and my dad we were driving home from school, and my dad said to me, "Sure, do you want to try writing a song?" And I said, "Well, yeah, if I get the idea, I guess." So we went home, and my dad started messing around with the chords on the guitar, and it was like a few of the open chords that I can play. So we put them together in what I liked, and he came up the stairs to me and said, like, "This is the tune, and you can put your own melody to it if you want to put like." We'll get together some words and put it, and then he gave me like some words, but then I just kind of changed them all around and really use them. And so then I started working on the melody and things like that, and then I sang it for him, and he I think he nearly cried.
No. Good man, Dad. Hey, let's hear it for Dad.
So manly. And then I played it for my mum. My mum had no idea that I was writing songs at all. And then
so she was in bits as well. Then.
Yeah, she was. And I played it for her, I think, on the Saturday night. And I suppose it gave me something to do. And all my friends were away on a trip in Lisdoon, Varna. So it gave me something to do while they were all away, because I didn't want to study. So I had something to do. I didn't have that much homework because we had free classes. Wasn't too bad.
Well, by the way, don't forget about the school thing. That school thing only gets in the way of having the crack and being a rock and roll. Just ask your dad. He knows all about it. He's been on the road and everything.
Got kicked out of school, so he did.
Good man. Yes, I'd like it even more.
But he went back.
No, I was kicked out and they wouldn't take me back. They wouldn't have me back. So look, have you any videos on YouTube?
No, I don't have any up of recent. I have one from a few years ago. Me and my dad did a song in a recording studio, but I was kind of like 13, so it's not really...
We'll have to have a look at that.
It's not really that good. We made a music video for it and stuff, but it's not the same type of music that I played there. It's kind of more poppy, kind of, I guess. But then I put up a video on Facebook last week for the Yes Equality
I've seen
event that I did. Yeah, and I played that Elvis Costello song, and I got a good reaction from the crowd. And it didn't sound too bad when I was listening back to it. So I decided to put it up and see what everyone would say and if people liked it, and all I got was good feedback.
Yeah,
from
it was brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. We're going to see you singing it in a few moments. But if anybody wants to contact you now, it's through Facebook, stuff like that. Suppose they're going to see you perform now and they say, right, we're going to book Tara.
Yeah, well, I'm just on Facebook as Tara Murphy Johnson, and then I have a Twitter as well. It's Tara Murphy J as well, and then I think we might be making a special page just for like my music
for gigs
as
and
well.
stuff like that. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, but if I have any updates on that, I'll let you know about it.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, you're full of chat and you've got great personality and everything. We're going to take a short break there, but when we come back, we're going to have the lovely Tara singing a couple of songs for us, and including your own one. What's the one of your own?
It's called Fix This.
Fix This. Right, we'll fix this as soon as we come back. Tara Murphy Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear a big, big round of applause for her. And she'll be back with us right after this. Thank you.
As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in darkness of insanity. Oh yeah, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? Oh yeah, and each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I wanna know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? As I walk through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. So where are the strong and who are the trusted? Where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I wanna know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? So where are the strong and who are the trusted? Where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace and love? Hey, hey, hey. Whatever do I have to do to make this world alright? Whatever do I have to do to try and keep it safe at night? So I don't need to feel a fright, so I don't need to run and hide. I'm talking to the man above, if anybody really exists. I'm talking to the man above. Can you just try and fix this? Whatever do I have to do to make a no into a yes? Whatever do I have to do to try and clean up the mess? So I don't need to feel this stress, so I don't need to confess. I'm talking to the man above, if anybody really exists. I'm talking to the man above. Can you just try and fix this? So whatever do I have to do to make this world alright? So whatever do I have to do to try and keep it safe at night? So I don't need to feel afraid, so I don't need to run and hide. I'm talking to the man above, if anybody really exists. I'm talking to the man above. I'm talking to the man above. I'm talking to the man above. Can you just try and fix this?